it's not. So it's Cloud Templar and it's Conquest that are on the desk at the moment. Would have been a bit of a shout out to good old Gorilla if it was the cannon, but instead it's Ashe support and Kalista here for the bottom side. As okay, Dread is here, but BDD not going to be caught window shopping. Does not matter. Owner's still going to come through, grab that kill, and Faker still gets the assist. Carrier are pushed relatively far up. Carrier, no flash, remember. As in he comes. All right, there it is. The flash forward. Carrier is real dead. He tries to bail himself out. Not going to be able to grab Gumayusi as well, but Snowflower able to get a bunch of extra autos, and Gumayusi's going to have to go back home. Faker going aggressive one more time. Orb of Deception going to be avoided beautifully here, as BDD just not allowed to lane. Faker took that last game absolutely personally.
Yeah. Did not enjoy it at all.
Okay, BDD's just going to get flashed on. He didn't have flash for it this time around, and Faker's just going to solo kill him. And they only get 2.
Yeah, I mean, even if Zeus doesn't rotate there, right, which beautiful display of map movement here from T1. Like, you're not going to be able to get through the additional plate armor due to you having multiple people there.
Yeah.
As Zeus
strike. That's going to come through there as he pulls him towards the minion, but yeah. Passive going to go down.
Faker can TP.
He could, but he's not going to because I think he dies if he does that.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I don't think it was good.
Will fall down. That does give a bit of breathing room over to Nongshim. They still have a gold deficit that they're dealing with, largely due to the fact that the GOAT himself in the mid lane is playing very, very well. He's going to do it again. Emperor's Divide onto 2. Immediately, Dread is going to be taken down. BDD, hostile takeover is going to come through as once more Owner is just dashing underneath turrets here, finds another stab, transforms into an Ahri, and will immediately get taken down. But still, it's a whole lot of kills going over to T1.
Going to be nicely done there. Snowflower still alive.
Oh dear, the stretching strike going to come through once again. Snowflower in a bit of trouble, but now Zeus is in between turrets and he has no passive. He does flash W, and he is going to be taken down for his trouble. So, Canna breathes on him, and that is going to be a 1-for-1 top laner for support.
And
ooh, well, another arrow is going to connect here as the Ornhorn's also going to come down. It's so much CC onto Owner, who's just constantly in the air. What the hell was that? I want that replay because he was CC'd for, I think, like Dota levels
12 games and a POC state recording. And this is going to free, and presumably the next series will, so
yeah,
could be.
Well, there's a handshake. It's going to get an arrow out as Kerry is taking a lot of damage here. In goes Zeus, of course he does, and they lock down the Ashe. Of course, no ulti for Ghost, and so then identity crisis,
Yeah. If a Rift Herald is taken down, but no one is there to pick it up, did it really happen? We will never know.
Sound, yeah.
As overall, T1 making sure that Nongshim can't try and claw their way back. Zeus going to be on his way. We'll get greeted very warmly here.
Yeah, Dread finds himself a Vault Breaker, but yeah, we're going to be able to elastically Slingshot as well. T1 setting up for a Cloud Drake. It is a Cloud Soul. And I'm, of course, super psyched about that. Ghost is in base, so we're not fighting for it. And T1 will just secure it for themselves. Of course, Nongshim do have themselves one Hextech Drake. And that means that we're not at Soul Point yet or anything like that for T1. And Gumayusi's still looking for that kill. Still wanting to get that cash in where it can find it, as T1 just going to follow this minion wave towards an inner turret, potentially. Arrow will connect onto Carrier, as now BDD dashing forward, finds himself a charm, dashes to the side as well as Carrier. Might be able to throw out an ult here, as there's the Assault and Battery. Zeus just right in amongst it, but there is the passive popped. Now you could teleport to it, as now Canna finds himself a great engage, but he's gone too far. And that is going to be the cash-in and a double kill for Gumayusi. Availability. Yeah. Arrow still being held on to here.
2 big ultimates down here for Nongshim. T1 going to try again.
Yep, looking for it. T1, BDD off to the side. Wanting to get that flank angle in there. Dread, of course, he can Vault Breaker in anytime he wants. Gets into the back of the pit. Nongshim get in there. They steal away the Baron and they say thanks very much as Dread just gets pushed out to safety. That's how we're doing it.
In that case. So, with the Baron buff, I'm surprised to see Nongshim not try and go at least for a contest. Amount of priority they're able to get thanks to this Baron, of course, very, very big. Would really like to see them go for mid, but instead they're looking for a collapse here.
Well, they're going to get the double knock-up here by accident, by the looks of things, as another one comes through from Canna. He does get thrown around as Let's Bounce comes through, Whirling Death. Not going to get the kill, but Owner is going to be able to pick that one up. Doesn't get the knock-up onto BDD, who can now flash over. Looks for Faker, but he goes golden. Nongshim only with 4 members left alive as, okay, Fate's Call is going to come
Don't
through.
get the most cool out of this Baron, that's fine. It was a freebie. It was a just get one for free, a promo deal. But you definitely need to make sure that you actually start breaking down the objectives as, oh boy.
Yeah, Dread very close to having his ulti available. Carrier is very, very dead. He's just going to have to stand there. You can see shaking the head in his player cam. Not the greatest positioning.
Holding on to mid though, that's huge.
Yeah.
Baron now gone.
So they managed to stop that from being a problem. 2,000 gold is still the lead here for T1 as BDD looks for Gumyushin. Will be able to help take down the kill. Dread was in there as well. And Nongshim should now be able to take this out of turret mid lane.
Atlas.
Yes.
Are they? Is it happening? Vi and Ashe and Ahri is really obnoxious with the amount of chase down that they have, the amount of mobility that someone like Ghost will have as well, especially with an upgraded.
Another arrow
there we
will
go.
Connect onto Faker. Another Ornhorn to come out here as well. Gumyushi the target for that one. A lot of damage being done, but it's BDD that's just blown up. And the damage was so spread from Nongshim. Fate's Call comes out yet again. Dread's going to have to flash. As we
to the amount of auto attacks that Ghost is going to be trying to throw into him is another one.
He really likes hitting the popcorn chickens with those arrows. And I really like it from Snowplow, just throwing them forward. Speaking of going forward, Faker, Emperor's Divide onto Ghost. The setup is going to be there, but he just takes down the Azir. Eventually, he will be taken out, but it's a 1-for-1 in the end, and the flash out has to come through from Zeus. Ona still trying to walk up, though, wanting even more. He's taking the form of the Callista as BDD is flashing on forward, and yeah, should just be able to walk on over and collect themselves this Cloud Soul. Fighting without Ghost, very, very difficult, so Cloud Soul will be collected for T1. A lot of extra movement speed, things like that. Great stuff.
Risky Baron call. Number 2, Dread's alive.
Yeah.
Let's not repeat our mistakes, shall we?
Well, that's it's a teleport, so we've got 5 members in this pit. BDD is off to the side. It's a lot of damage being done. Zeus wanting to stop Dread from being able to get into that pit, but he gets taken down to his bloblets. Still going to be the burst damage enough onto the Baron. However, they do lose their Zac. And 21 kills here right now. Not getting a lot of the kills that he likes getting. However, Gumyushi does have 3, 1, and 4. He's got his 3 items that he really does like to have. Decided to skip getting it, however, not to be the case.
Atlas, we should not be sad about what could have been. We should enjoy what we have, which is an arrow.
Indeed.
I thought it was gone.
Well, Dread's now in a heck of a lot of trouble. He's going to ult just to celebrate, as that will be up when he has respawned. As Nongshim now on the back foot, Elastic Slingshot is going to come on through here as Zeus finds the perfect engage. BDD's going to be eradicated immediately. Ghost down to his GA that he'd only just purchased, as Canna desperately wants to keep him alive. Ona going to mitigate the turret damage as well with the possession. And very comfortably, T1 win a team fight and are now looking to push forward right as the Baron wears off. They're going to break open the base.
He got shield bow. He got a shield bow. That's not fair.
That is not fair at all. However, it's just how the Viego works. I remember being very upset about that when Viego was first released. As Arrow's going to connect, the volley value is kind of there. Canna has to go golden as the Nexus turrets are the focus. T1 are done with this game. They are done with this series. As Dread makes his way out of the death chamber. Faker taking a lot of damage as Dread goes into his stopwatch as well. Zeus can tank for a long time.
BDD on his way.
Yeah, looks like T1 are going to have to get out of this one, but Gumyushi with so much damage. Canna was a tank. Chronicler, what is happening here is now Zeus just looking for a re-engage. BDD is going to use his Zonyas, but the rest of T1 all just collapse around, and Ghost has respawned. He's like, what is going on here? As Snowflower's flashing to get himself to safety. Another arrow comes in.
Wait.
As, what the heck? That was Ona that went down there. It was Ahri, of course, because he had possessed her. As now Dread finds an ulti. Gumyushi goes into the bailout, but it does not work as Ghost gets a triple. And this is officially silly.
I was so sure they were gonna end Atlas.
Yeah,
so was mandating the absolute Imperium out of the T1 backline that is just getting shelled down, getting slowed down as we're not done.
Yeah, we got another battle. Canna's going to find a few knockups here as Zeus taking way too much damage, but BDD gets handshot. Faker going to lock down the Ahri yet again. Ghost trying to stay alive, but it's not going to work. It's the charm from Owner of all things. as now Nongshim are officially routed. You can see the teleport already as Elastic Slingshot comes through. Dread's going to pick Zeus up out of the air. And yeah, Zeus not going to be able to kill Dread right now, but there's only one Nexus turret. And T1 are now going to say goodnight to this game. Canna's going to teleport as Ona's doing his best to do as much damage as possible, but it's not going to work. Inner turret in the top lane is where Canna elected to go because that was the safest place. Emperor's Divide comes on through, and T1 want to get as many of the kills as they possibly can, and they should be able to do so, as of course Nongshim pretty happy to do some battle right here. T1, you're going to have to just last hit this one if you could, and there we go. Dread is going to be taken down, and then the Nexus soon to follow as T1 will